man, it's someday, right? Especially the heavier the book, right? Um, I'm in rare form. I'm 26 days into a water fast. I don't know where I'm at. Have you ever fasted? How many of you have ever fasted? Okay, how many of you have ever done past a 10-day? I'm not trying to limit the fasters. I'm saying it's a great privilege to crucify your flesh. Okay, I'm gonna come down, maybe it'll be easier. One of the greatest privileges, is it okay, camera people, if I come down here? That's right. Look, they told me this thing usually ends at 6:30. I'm not responsible for the ending. I'm not. I love you. I need Jesus to show up. We talked about the Holy Spirit. Like, if the Holy Spirit's moving, he better move. And that doesn't mean I'm going to boss God around, but I can't do this without him. So if he doesn't move, this is going to be a very boring meeting. Are you with me? We need to be a people that are fully dependent upon his voice. But in order to be dependent upon it, you have to know what it sounds like. And in order to know what it sounds like, you have to know what the word says. And in order to know what the word said, you actually have to open it yourself. Which is one of the hardest things today. Because there's so many things that are competing for your attention. So many things. There's sports, there's music, there's friends, there's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's all this kind of stuff. None of it's eternal. None of it's eternal. Man, you're talking to a guy that I couldn't read. So I went the whole way through school, went through elementary school. I read See, Pug, Run. Little books like that when I was growing up. But then when it came to trying to figure out, comprehend, trying to understand everything, I just blanked out. So since I was blanking out, I figured it'd be a good thing for me to start to get high because it made me feel less bad about blanking out. When I say blanking out, I'm talking about when I started to read, I'm a couple sentences in and I'm riding my bike. Literally. I'm riding my bike up a hill, but I'm still reading at the same time. So the reading didn't compute, but I'm in some kind of daydream. So I lived in my whole life, I lived daydreams, these daydreams of just partying or hanging out or doing fun stuff. But the books weren't something for me. I didn't get saved till I was 34. So I was a drug addicted, whacked out, hurt a lot of people. People died because of my life person. I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. All kinds of different things happen. Lots of people lose their lives in drug addiction, drug deals, all that stuff. I was in that world. But through high school, I never read. I couldn't read. I couldn't focus. My comprehension was gone. I had ADHD. I had dyslexia. I had bipolar. I was hearing voices, and they were not good voices. Voices that told me to kill myself. Voices that told me you're not worth it. Voices that told me you're never going to be anything. That was the voice that I heard the most. You're never going to be anything. Or my grandparents would tell me you're going to be just like your dad, because my dad got really messed up in Vietnam, and mom and him got married, had me, and then dad just couldn't hold a job, and he just had a really hard time at life. And so that was it. You're going to be just like your dad. Thank God they were prophesying that I could be just like my father. I didn't know it then. It was like Caiaphas when he prophesied. And he said, it's better that one man died than the whole nation of Israel. And he was prophesying about